Thought I'd share with you a little bit about the founder's speech to save America and what it's actually about. It's chapter 1 is Awakened, and it's really about the Great Awakening, and the founding fathers were children during it, and so they grew up in it, and it informed who they were as men and as Christians, and who we were as a people as Christians. And so it's a very much starting at the beginning, which is the faith of the people. And chapter 2 then is home. And so it's from faith to family. And it's about husbands and wives and children and raising them and loving them. And it is all the good and the heartbeat of our nation, which is family, in the chapter home. The third chapter gets into foundations, and it is the foundations not only of our civilization, but as us as individuals. And it's how we raise our children. It's what we teach our children. In fact, it's really about the fact that we have to instill morals and values and what we should actually be teaching our children based on the founding of our nation, and not what is currently taught in the world today to our children. And so the contrast will be clear, and it's powerful how much the founding fathers said about what we should be teaching our kids. And from that, the fourth chapter is on rights. And so it is our God-given rights that we have as a people. So we defend our rights because it's not government who gives us our rights. Our rights are from God, and those no one else can take them from us. We are meant to be as great as we can be because God has fulfilled us with a purpose and potential in this world. And our role is to pursue that to our greatest extent. And that is the chapter on rights. And then it gets into tyrants. And the next chapter is all about tyrants and all those who would suppress our rights and who would keep us small. We're trying to be our greatest self, and the tyrants seek to achieve power over us, control us, form us in their image, not in the image of God. And so it really talks about tyranny and tyrants, and it's pretty strong. It goes after the tyrants in a very direct, strong way, and it's one of my favorite chapters. So after tyrants, then it gets into insurrection is the next chapter, and that is how a people respond to tyrants. And how our founding generation responded is through an insurrection. Boston Tea Party being part of that, but it was so much more. It was pressuring the stamp commissioners to resign. It was marching. It was constant connection and communication through committees of correspondence in which they coordinated together. And as John Adams said, were as 13 clocks striking as one in unison. So the unity of the people as they stand up together against tyrants. So that one's insurrection. And then after that is united. And that's what the people did. They united together. I'm amazed in this chapter, it gets into the actual words of normal people who are just writing about why they are standing up for America, what it means to them to boycott, and how that affects their lives, the sacrifices that they made to defend their liberty and to defeat the British. And that's the chapter on United. And then from United, it goes into Declaration. And it is the Declaration of Independence and that story building up to the Declaration. And it tells they're in their own voice what they're declaring and the independence that they created and what they are independent from in a powerful way. So that's the chapter on Declaration. From Declaration, it goes right into Republic, and the Republic really frames out why we are a republic, a constitutional republic with distributed powers shared between local communities, states, and the federal government, each with distinctive roles, and it spells that out. And then it tells a powerful story in the Republic about when that was not in our history lived up to, and then how that was remedied. And that's it's a powerful story. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's a cool part of the book. And then the last chapter is posterity, and that really is what kind of nation are we going to hand to our children? Why did they fight to the death? Why did they give their lives and sacred fortunes to defend our country, it's for posterity. It was not for themselves. It was because they believed that they wanted liberty for not just their children, but their children's children and generations on, and that liberty that we are enjoying today, and that our children will enjoy if we have that same kind of commitment. And that's the founder's speech to save America. I hope you enjoy it.